All right, so I did just retweet the room. Hopefully, we get some more people. If we don't, we are recording the space, so even after the fact, we can share it. And I know with the majority of our spaces, we do them later in the evening on Eastern Standard Time. So that's when people tend to look for this space. But hey, who knows? We might get quite a few people falling in.
Yeah, it's so nice that you did it for me in the morning because otherwise I would like have to get up at 3 a.m. or something because I'm in Germany. So, um, and but yeah, if it's recorded, that's perfect. So everyone can listen afterwards.
Absolutely. And of course, we'll share it and, you know, hopefully bring more awareness to your project.
Yes, perfect.
Be- Beautiful. So, yeah, we'll give it another minute here at 8:05. We'll just go ahead and start, and hopefully people will funnel in. I guess it's, what is it? It's 2:05 in your time zone, right?
2 p.m. Yes, right.
I
So
gotcha.
after lunch break.
And you're
Perfect.
located in Germany, is that right?
Yeah, yeah, in Frankfurt, basically.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, it's very, very sunny and warm. So it's finally summer in Germany, and that's not always the case, but we can't complain. It's beautiful. It's sunny weather, so yeah.
All right.
Where are you located, Scott?
So I'm in Pennsylvania, East
Ah,
Coast, United States. Yep.
oh, nice, perfect.
So yeah, it's 8:04 right now. So it's early. I know a lot of our community are kind of scattered all over the US. Our one dev is located in California and he's 3 hours behind us, so it's only like 5 a.m. for him. But yeah, no, we have a little bit of a following in the UK, and but the majority of our following is US.
Okay, okay, yeah, perfect, nice. Yeah. Yeah, so you didn't had to fly um like many hours from New York, so that was also good because you could recover, right? Did you recover after NYFT NYC?
Yeah, so I was, I didn't really partake in any of the after parties. I probably should have, but I mainly was, there to learn about different projects and, explore, what people were doing in the space, where it was going. I had the pleasure of sitting in on a few lectures that were fantastic. I mean, I had a blast. But I'll tell you, it was a lot of walking, and I don't know if you were able to get over to the Radio City Music Hall, but that whole setup was a mess. Did you get over there?
No, no, we had the booth, so we were
Uh,
kind of fixed at the conference. But no, how was it?
so the tickets for the NFT NYC didn't get you access to Radio City Music Hall. So when you got there, you had to actually get a physical ticket or a digital ticket. And it didn't cost you anything, but it was, I didn't think that was the case. And I was hoping to catch, a speaker there. And I got there like 15 minutes early. It took me an hour to get in. It was pretty bad. And then every, I think, 4 hours you had to re-up your ticket, so you had to get a new ticket. So I really didn't go back to that venue. But I spent most of my time at the Marriott.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know.
I think that was the biggest thing for meeting new projects or meeting people.
Yep.
But yeah, yeah, it was crazy, right? It was so crazy.
Yeah.
So many people, and after COVID, it was quite an experience again. But yeah, you were totally right. It was busy and crazy, and yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it was. But no, as far as my travel, we actually took the train in the Penn Station. From I live close to Lancaster, so we took the Amtrak, and
Ah,
it was
nice.
it was about a 2.5 hour train ride, but at least I didn't have to deal with traffic, and it was only I think, a 3 block hike to our hotel, and then we were only 4 blocks south of the Marriott. Unfortunately, I didn't book early enough to get in the Marriott.
Yeah.
But
Me neither.
yeah,
Yeah.
so but it was good. So I guess we'll get started.
Hmm.
You know, so why don't we just kind of go into a little bit about your project and what you're doing, and you know, I will say I'm was fascinated because you guys have some things that are in line with the project that we have, especially with your charitable donations. But I'll let you go ahead and share.
Yeah, thank you so much for inviting me and thank you for sharing my project. So, my name is Vanessa and I'm one of the founders of the Female Pleasure Society. And we are bringing a female health into Web3. So, my background is in the female health scene or my focus. So I come from the supplement side. We had a Web2 company where we focused on supplements for women. And I've got into the NFT space 1 year ago, and I loved the community aspect. I loved the art. I loved the space in general, and I loved the investment side of it. And but I always thought, okay, many of these projects don't have a real utility. They have great art, they have a great community, but they don't provide that much. And I was like, okay, why don't they have like real utilities? And that's when we came up with creating the Female Pleasure Society, where we really focus on utilities, such as we developed a liquid. It's a liquid supplement for women who suffer from mood swings, mental health issues, libido loss, and it comes with the NFT. So that's one real utility, a physical one actually, and every NFT holder gets this product for free. So that's one, and we also plan to do launch further products after the mint, which we'll let the community decide where which new products we will be launching, where the company will go. And that's all about FPS because we want to really involve the community in building our company. It's not just a project; it's a long term company we are building, and yeah, we want to bring female health into Web3. So we're breaking taboos around female health, although there shouldn't be any taboos, but there are. Unfortunately, also with female sexuality, and yeah, we're tackling those issues. And as you said, we will donate 20% of all royalties to community voted charities. We will give our NFT holders a 30% discount of future products. So we will really evolve our community into building the company, building FPS, the Female Pleasure Society. So we are pretty early in our project, I would say. So we launched the project, or we go live with the project in March, I think it was. So like 3, 4 months now. And we will be minting around September. It depends. It depends on many things, but especially the market conditions. So um, that's our plan right now, and we try to build the community right now. So we really want to have a strong community, have many women as possible, as many diversity as possible in our community. So we really want to help community help women get into the community, get into the NFT space because we know it's hard because it's hard to to develop a wallet and stuff like that. But we really want to help with that, and we really want to um, yeah, get women in the space, and because those are the main community members we really tackle with the product, with the mission, but we also see many men in there. So we're really happy that they also believe in the mission because I think women make 50% of the population. So we have to, yeah, have to engage in this community and have to tackle female health. So yeah, that's about
Yeah.
our project.
Nice. So yeah, I agree with you 100% there. We do have a female dev on our team. Her name's Megan. She goes by Heroes Queen, and I am working so hard to get her to be more public and speak out in spaces and whatnot. And she does sometimes, and she does a fantastic job. I do see we have Jessica in here, joining us. She's another, dominant community member with Heroes. And, I agree with you. The space is very male dominated, whether it's NFTs or crypto. And, there's a lot of women out there that just are amazing at what they do and what they're capable of. And I think they don't give themselves enough credit. And they let the I guess rules of society, kind of prohibit them from expressing themselves. So I appreciate your project. I think it's fantastic. It was awesome meeting you and Cornelius in New York. I do have a couple of questions for you, and I'll share a little bit about Heroes then too. But the supplement that you have created, is that FDA approved, or is it, how did you manage to come up with that supplement?
Yeah, so I appreciate your question because we get this a lot. So as you said, it's a supplement, so it doesn't it falls in the category food and not in the category medicine. So you don't need to have a prescription or anything for it. So it's totally safe and it's totally natural. So we really focused on natural ingredients, only six of them. So superfoods like maca, ginseng, but also vitamins like vitamin D and yeah, totally natural, which was really important for me. And well, I come from the business side, I would say. So, but I struggled a lot with hormonal imbalance, and I read into so many articles, and I think I know a lot, but I didn't study. I didn't study like biochemistry or something. So therefore, we have a great advisory board, which includes a scientific advisor, Lisa. She's great. She's awesome, and she studied biochemistry and biology. I don't know biology. Yeah, and she helped us with the recipe, and we have an awesome producer here in Germany who made sure that the recipe is awesome. And we also working on a patent right now for the supplement because it's a liquid, and there are not many liquids out there. So everything is in tablet form or in powder form, and we wanted to have like a tasteful experience, I would say. So therefore, we developed a liquid which the consumer can integrate in water and dissolve in water, and you can drink it like a lemonade. And yeah, we're working on a patent to save our recipe. And yeah, as I said, I struggled a lot with those issues, and I know that superfoods, vitamins, micronutrients can help with that. And therefore, I founded my first startup 2.5 years ago, where we focused also on supplements. And I read a lot into sexuality issues for women, like libido loss and stuff like that. And there are so many women out there who suffer from libido loss, mood swings every day, and it's a taboo topic, and I don't want it to be a taboo topic. So that's why we created the Female Pleasure Society. So every woman or everyone can share their stories, can see that there isn't a taboo around all those issues. Because every woman is different, every human being is different. So you can share it, and you can take something like a supplement which can help you improve your well-being, your overall well-being, and that's what we want to create with the Female Pleasure Society.
Yeah, I agree with that. And, I am an advocate of supplements. I do take quite a few myself. So does my wife. And yeah, I mean, there's things that we're not getting, from the foods that we're eating. And, I feel like, adding certain supplements can improve your just overall well-being, your thought process, your mindset and so forth. So yeah, that's fantastic. Um, I did notice on your website that you guys do live sessions, conversing with your community, um, I guess to help with their, any, I don't know, I guess it would be, you know, I don't want to say emotional, but maybe some things are struggling with mentally. Is that correct?
You mean the Twitter spaces we do with Paula, or a sexual advisor, or what do you mean? Right. I think that's what you mean, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I was just looking at I research all projects before I bring them on, and you have on your roadmap exclusive live sessions with a professional sex life coach. So, tell me a little bit about those.
Yeah, sure. So we already implemented them like every week, every day, every week we will do, we're doing a Twitter space with Paula. She's our sexual advisor, which she's a sex therapist, but also a family therapist and a coach. So uh, she's based in the United States, and she helps us with every every topic around sexuality, but also around mental health, because it's a very important topic, and it comes always with sexual things. So we do those Twitter spaces with her, and we will give our community access to exclusive workshops or exclusive live sessions with her, because she's great, and she's part of our project since the beginning. She has a lot of experience with those issues, and yeah, she's awesome. So that's what we do. We also will have another Twitter space with another coach. She's I met her actually also in NFT NYC, and we will also do a Twitter space probably next week. So we're really focusing on breaking taboos around sexuality. Therefore, Twitter space is awesome because many people can share their stories, but also can listen to Paula. She meets so many people every day, so many um, different partnerships, but also different individuals. So she can share a lot of stories, and that's important because then you see, oh, another human being feels the same way, or has the same issues, or struggles with the same thing. So those issues are very important, and she can shine a light on those issues. So that's what we're doing, and yeah, I'm really proud that we have her on board because she can share really good stories and scientific based things.
Amazing. So I'll tell you what, I'll share a little bit about Heroes and, for any of your community that is, tunes into this space, whether now or later on. And if you wouldn't mind posting, your project at the top of the page, so anybody who's interested in exploring more could find out about it, if that'd be all
Yeah,
right.
yeah, that would be awesome. I will do that, and I would love to hear about Heroes. So please share.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So here's Token is a crypto project first. We are dual network, so we're available on the Binance and Ethereum blockchain. We also have a bridge integrated, so you can, transfer your tokens from, the east side to the BNB and vice versa. Uh, every aspect of Heroes benefits charity, and how that is determined is it is determined by our community. We open up polls where the community will decide how those funds should get utilized. Every transaction that's made for our crypto, 2% of that transaction goes to a charity wallet. Every aspect, whether it's our NFT line, our merch, 20% of those products, go to the charity wallet as well. When we hit certain, amounts in our charity wallet, we open up a poll to our community, and our community votes on where those funds should go. To date, we have donated $47,654 to various worldwide charities, and we're not done. We're going to continue to go. We have real world utility through every aspect of our project, whether it is the charity aspect, which we are very strongly, all about. But we also have, different things such as merchandise that you can buy with Heroes products on it, our NFTs, which, we are planning on releasing a line of NFTs here in the near future. We had launched our original NFT series back in December, and the thing was we're a crypto project first, and we launched NFTs, and they're three-dimensional NFTs, and they're fantastic, but we feel like we missed the mark on it. So what we're doing is we're creating a new NFT series. It will be our Genesis. Anybody that currently holds a Series 1 will automatically get airdropped the Genesis, and that comes with a boatload of benefits. Those being that if you hold a Genesis, every drop that comes from then on out will include a free airdrop right to your wallet of the new series. It will gain you early access to various project developments, such as our upcoming Play to Give, Play and Earn game, which we are developing. We are also working on an NFT marketplace, which is about 60% completed and will be launched, and we are hoping to have it deployed initially on the Binance and Ethereum blockchains, where you don't see a whole lot of NFT projects on Binance, but there are some. And then we're going to eventually evolve and expand those to other networks. We're finding that with the way the market is, there's certain blockchains that are like falling off. So we're going to probably weather the storm and stick with the big boys for now. But down the road, who knows? We may deploy on Avalanche or others. But the other advantages of our NFTs is it'll give early access to the game trailer that we have coming up. It'll give those people the beta test of the game, and so forth. We are also looking to implement a treasury, and the treasury will go across a couple of different platforms within our project. And how that benefits our community is, if you hold heroes, the treasury will take funds from the NFT marketplace, the sales of the NFTs, the trading of our token, and automatically do buybacks, which will add to our in-token staking, which is very unique to heroes. And what that is it is specific code that we have integrated into our token contract that is seamless staking for our entire community. So that means that you enter a transaction within our token, whether it's migrating from our V1 to our V2, or it's bridging from Ethereum to Binance or vice versa, or just buying in on either network. It automatically starts that staking clock, and 90 days later, you get an airdrop of 12% of your minimum holdings right to your wallet. If you compound it, it's 57.35% a year. So, it's gas free. You don't have to worry about, what to do when the time period runs out. It is seamless. It is just passive. We also have, a project that we are going to be releasing very soon. I was kind of showing it off a little bit at New York. It is called Apparition, and it is real world products that we are going to offer that will integrate non-crypto communities and people that are just everyday business people with our project, and introduce them to crypto. So our thought there is, having a product like that, it is going to do a few different things. It is going to eliminate paper waste, so ultimately better for the environment. It is going to offer a product that businesses can use within their structure to share what their business is all about. And it is, yeah, it's just going to be an amazing product that is not new, but it is, I feel, not as mass adopted as it should be, and I think it is going to grow. So what it is it's NFC technology. So essentially it is touchless transfer of information, whether it is like your project's link tree, you can program right onto a card, and all you have to do is hold it up to any mobile device, fairly newer mobile device, and it will automatically read it, and you'll be able to transfer your information to a new prospect or a new customer or a friend or whoever, and they'll be able to get all that without actually having to take a physical card from you. So it will reduce the amount of, again, paper waste. And then, also I feel like it could be, where the future is going. There's a lot of applications for it. And, if you've been to restaurants, a lot of restaurants, especially with COVID, were doing, QR codes on their tables to get their menus. Well, this would be very similar to that. It would just be tapping your phone against the tab, and it would bring the menu up, right on your device. We are also working on an app that will allow you to program your card, and each NFC tag that we develop will be reprogrammable up to 100,000 times. So they are, again, real world products that 20% of all the proceeds are going to go to our charity wallet, and the rest will go to, token buybacks, to our staking pools, to development and further progression of our project. So, a lot of different things that we have coming up. And, I think I gathered and shared the majority of it, but, I'm sure I missed something. I always do. But that's Heroes, kind of in a nutshell and as quickly as I could pitch it.
Wow, it's much, but it's so awesome because it's so yeah, it's so unique, I would say. And I clicked on your white paper, which is really detail. I think everyone should read it if it's not clear, but I think I don't. So you have also a background in development, I think, or in technology, or where's your background?
So I'm actually a entrepreneur, lifelong. I started my first business back in '97, and I've owned several businesses throughout the years. I currently manage a local business and see over the day-to-day operations. I am certified in six different aspects of crypto technology, whether it's NFT development, crypto developer, blockchain, and I also have a degree in blockchain business. So along with that, I mean, technically I went to college for I went to college to be a teacher, and I just never followed through with the actual teaching aspect for a classroom. I've done different education programs, whether it was music or art or whatnot, but never actually went in and taught children, right? Um, but I do have, some, I would say, limited knowledge of writing contracts and writing code and creating apps, and I teach myself along the way, and learn as I go, and gain help whenever I need it. But the yeah, the thing that I look at with this space is it's so new, it's so undeveloped, that the possibilities just, I don't feel like they have been explored to their fullest. And I know there's things that can be done. And, we proved that with our launch of our V2 in February. We went and we integrated staking into our contract, and that does a couple of things for us. First, we don't have to go into a separate platform that charges gas to stake your project. It is all written into our code of our own contract. And then for compliance for at least the United States, it also doesn't really make us fall into that security aspect of crypto, where if you actually go into a staking platform, you're, you know, essentially saying that your token is a valuable asset and, is technically a security. So, it allows us to kind of bypass that a little bit. We are a registered entity in the United States. We are Heroes Token LLC. And because of that, we need to be compliant with all of the legal aspects of it. So, again, I feel like there's a lot to explore here, and also feel like the space is so young and so new, whether it's NFTs or crypto, that, you know, we can expand on that. We are early developers, and the possibilities are really endless. And it's a matter of what we can think up and what we can integrate into the space, and writing the code to do that. And I think that we're so young and so new to it that, you know, in 3 years, we'll look back and say, man, we've come so far, right? Or 5 years or 1 year or whatever. The possibilities are endless. And that's why I love talking to new projects and seeing how they're utilizing the space. And, you know, I think what you guys are doing with your project, you're providing a product that is real world, that, you know, benefits not only your holders, but, you know, I believe you can buy your supplement also, right? So even if you're not an NFT holder, you'll be able to access that supplement. You'll have the access to, you know, those live sessions that, you know, maybe people need to hear. Because a lot of people in these spaces, they don't like to speak in these spaces. They will come in and they'll listen, and, you know, maybe a question will be asked that affects them directly, and just that knowledge of hearing the response and the answer to it will benefit them and help them in the long run. So, you know, I really liked what, you know, what you guys had shared with me when we were in New York. I liked, you know, what your project is all about, and I think that you're doing a great thing. You're bringing women into the space, and you're addressing their direct concerns and, you know, issues that they may struggle with. So I feel like that's fantastic, and, you know, I'm excited to see where your project does go with that.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. Because yeah, as you said, I couldn't said it better. And so I think to clarify that, first of all, the product will only be available for our community, but after the mint and after some time, we will open the web shop. But our first community members or our first believers in our mission and product will always benefit, like discounts and getting the first access to the first products and stuff like that. So, but yeah, we will definitely open up to a broader range of people, and to get more people into the space eventually. Because when I was in New York, everyone knew at least what NFTs are, and when I'm here in my hometown, it's nearby Frankfurt. I'm not sure if anyone knows what NFTs are. So I think we have a long way to go, but yeah, every day in this space is like 1 month in the real world. So I hope it will go fast and we get so many people into the space, because it's such an awesome technology. It's such an awesome space with so many people who have so many visions and ideas, and every day there's a new project, and I think that's great because we need people who build this space. So as you said,
Absolutely.
it's time to build.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and, you know, I think with the way the market was, and I wasn't sure what to expect when we got to New York, right? You know, I was thinking that, you know, geez, you know, the market's starting to go down, you know, everyone's getting scared. And, you know, I walked into, well, for registration, I got in a line that wrapped around a block to get in and register for the event. And talking to the other people that were just around me in line, it's, I feel like, you know, regardless that the space is, you know, really hurting, ETH prices are down, you know, all projects, you know, prices are down. You know, I got a new wind of energy from being there and realizing that it doesn't matter what the prices are. This space is more alive than ever. I mean, the positivity and the projects that I talked to at in New York, I mean, it just left me energized. You know, just the amount of people and Yeah, just the entire experience. So I have to ask you, I know you were kind of stuck to your booth, but any good experiences or stories that you have from New York?
Yeah, I felt the same way because I was also a little bit not afraid, but I was curious how the whole mood of the audience or the attendees, the people there will be because of the bear market condition, and I was surprised because everyone was so happy and happy to share everything they're working on and curious about new things and projects and bullish on new stuff and it was crazy. I didn't expect it to be that positive. Also at the because we were stuck at the booth, or at least one of us, so the other one was wandering around or going to some events because there were so many. um Also on these events of the Blue Chip project or the other projects, I went to World of Women brunch or Crypto Chicks event or Cornelius went to Proof and Moonbirds, and the mood there was awesome. It was everywhere. Everyone was bullish on new things, new people. Everyone wanted to know what the Female Pleasure Society was or where we come from. So everyone was really curious and interested in so many different things. I think it was so awesome. And as you said, afterwards I was on a high. I don't know. It lasts right now until now. So because everyone in the space is so nice and curious of what everyone is doing. So that was awesome. And
Oh, I,
yeah, I don't know if you saw the Goblin truck because that was actually quite a marketing activity because they provided a burger truck which was standing at every event location. Like the Madonna party event of World of Women, there was the Goblin truck, and they gave out free burgers to everyone. And they were at every event I was. So they are parked outside a Goblin Town burger truck who gave out free burgers. That was crazy. I don't know if you saw it.
no, I didn't. Yeah, I talked to a few. There was this one project that was going around in crazy outfits that were getting people to go to different locations and have us, uh, I guess, get clues to
Ah,
get NFTs. But I was, yeah, I didn't see them. But I mean, it was just massive,
yeah,
and the amount of space that the whole convention covered in New York was amazing. And
yeah.
I feel like I walked 30 miles in 4 days.
Yeah, I feel
It,
you.
yeah,
Totally.
it was nuts. But yeah, it was. I agree with you. It was very lifting because I wasn't sure what to expect either, and just the projects that were there and the sharing and yeah, the camaraderie. It wasn't, an us versus them mentality. It was, everyone really wanting to work together and benefit each other. And, of course, everyone was sharing their own projects and everyone had different things to share about what they're doing. And that was just amazing. I think the event was pretty good overall. I enjoyed it, and we were actually planning on next year doing what you did and having a booth set up, and having our team there, and being able to cover more space and talk to more projects because I talked to a lot of people, but I came home and it's all blur. So, reaching out to everyone and, discussing, what we had talked about at the venue and, uh, yeah, just exploring what their projects are all about and what they're adding to the space. And, projects like yourself, stood out because you are doing something that I think the space needs. And, you're integrating a need and a product that is specific to bringing, more women into this space. And I think that's something that is growing, but it's definitely not as dominant as, what you see as far as male-oriented projects. And um, I am excited to see, what comes in the future and, the women that take the lead and develop amazing projects and what they come up with. I think it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, thank you. I hope so because 90% I think is the ratio between or the ratio of women in this space. So there needs to be a bigger number at the end of the year. So that's my goal. But we see it growing because I was actually also surprised how many women there were at the conference. I've met so many crazy amazing women in New York. So yeah, there's definitely potential there to grow, but I think we can all um, see great things ahead of us now.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was a good amount of women at the event. And I think it shows that there's a lot of women in the space that just are not giving themselves a voice. And I think they need to. I think that's something that, they need to be able to get more comfortable with speaking in spaces like this and, sharing their thoughts, and ideas and, expressing themselves. Because it's very masculine based. And I don't think it needs to be. It needs to be open to everybody and, welcoming for everybody. And I know, like with some of the women that I've talked to in this space, they feel like they don't have enough knowledge to even ask a question because they are afraid that their question is not a valid question as far as not valid as far as they don't think that, they think it's too simplistic. And one of the things that, I've come to learn with our project is that everybody in this space is new. It doesn't matter what sex you are. Everyone in crypto is new. Crypto has been around since 2009, but it's really not mass adopted yet. There's only what 3.7% of the world's population that's, invested in crypto, even less in NFTs. So it's so new that anybody that comes out and, diminishes another person because they are asking questions, those are the people that, don't deserve to be in this space. We need people that are going to, answer those questions. And I encourage our community when we do hold spaces to ask basic questions that maybe I didn't touch on when I was, going over some of the things that we're doing. And yes, our community knows it, but maybe somebody else in the space doesn't. And it could be something as simple as, how to go about purchasing an NFT, right? It is easy if you've done it, but if you've never done it, I mean, it's pretty complicated the first time. I mean, think about the first time that you actually went into the blockchain and bought either a cryptocurrency or an NFT. It
It was
it is
horrible. It was horrible. I mean,
right.
my first time in Discord I was so overwhelmed. I was like, what the hell should I do here? Because I'm not a gamer or I didn't do any games at all. So I didn't use Discord before, and I was so overwhelmed with so many channels, and I didn't know where to click, and it was horrible. So I totally understand people who are saying like, what is this, or how should I participate if I don't even know how to communicate? So I totally agree. And yeah, opening a wallet, I don't know. Yeah, it should be easier, but at least you can pay some amounts with credit card now, and I think the time will come where everyone can use it because it's easy. But for now, we have to get more women, or no, more people at all in the space. So you're totally right. But I also wanted to say because you said you cannot know anything or at all everything. Like you cannot know everything because you're so right. I see in LinkedIn, for example, many people who call them experts in the NFT space, and I'm like, how can you be an expert in the NFT space? This is such a new space, and I think every day there's so many new things, and no one can say he's an expert or she's an expert or whatever, because we are so new, and I'm not sure how many percentage I know from this space, and I'm in it all day. So yeah, no, there's
Yeah.
no stupid question. There is no bad question. You can, yeah, just ask and yeah, have fun
Yeah.
in this space. I think that's the most important part.
And you are 100% right. Anybody that says they're an expert is not, not at this point in time. I don't think, anybody truly has a full understanding of what the capabilities of NFTs or crypto. So, I think we're all students. I think we're all just learning as we go. And as we learn, we're developing something new. We're making something that is going to be a difference, 30 years down the road. I mean, my kid is my age. This is going to be totally different than what it is today. And, that's why you can. I mean, people know what they know, and, having basic knowledge is great, but to claim that they're an expert or to belittle somebody else because they're asking a basic question is not what this space needs. So I totally agree. I think, we need to all grow together, and, any question is a valid question. It's just a matter of having the right answer. And, I give you and everybody else props for being, physically in person at, NFT NYC. I mean, it validates the legitimacy of your project. When you see these projects out there that the devs are, nowhere to be found, they occasionally pop in under aliases and, whatnot, but, the community doesn't have access to them directly. That is another thing that, I think is scary for a lot of people, especially investing in projects. When you have a project like yourself where you guys were out front and center representing your project and, putting a actual person in front of real people and being there, I mean, that just is huge. And I think in this point in time, that is needed. I mean, I'm not saying that the projects that the devs aren't doxxed or are under aliases are bad. Is just that's what is scary, because those are the projects that you see doing shady things. And I think being out there and being in front of other people is key to grow and to build trust and to bring mass adoption to the space. So
Yeah, totally. And that's what NFT NYC was good for because you met everyone in real life and it was awesome. And I don't know the real statistics, but I think I saw last year there were 3,000 attendees or something like that, and this year it were 15,000 attendees. So I don't know what next year will be, but I think probably hopefully at least one digit more. So I don't know. I see that how there no. Then you can see how many people are coming into the space in 1 year. So I think that's awesome, and I think we need to work on that to get more people in it.
yeah, that is. So anybody in here that would like to ask questions, you're more than welcome to request the mic. But I feel like we have about 8 more minutes. So if anyone wants to ask, you can. I know it looks like it's still a very light room, but we don't normally do our spaces this early, so I don't think people have had coffee yet. Uh, but it's all good. It's recorded. But I'll ask you this. So I see that you guys have a 2.0 in your roadmap. So what does the future hold for Female Pleasure Society?
This is an awesome question. We have so many plans, um, but we really want to include our community in the process. So we will develop strong voting rights for our community so that everyone can participate in decisions about our company and about let's say, about new products or or even the road where the company will go. Will we go more into the supplements direction, or will we go more in the sexuality direction, or will we uh, build a female health platform? So I think those issues will definitely discussed by the community or developed by the community, which is for me it's really important. But we will also want to build something in the metaverse, because we really believe in this technology and in the Web3 space. So we will definitely create a new, yeah, and unique experience. Um, Something like education platform for female health um, uh, topics or sexuality topics or something like that. We will also definitely develop new products which will include female health, because that's our mission and my mission, to increase female health and to yeah, break taboos around it. So definitely this. As we discussed earlier, we will open the web shop to the public so that everyone can participate or can get their natural supplement. Yeah, we will develop further products, and we will get the community in it, and maybe we will do another drop. Maybe we will, yeah, we will see where the company will go, but we have many plans. So, um, yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I don't think we touched on this, but who actually is the artist for your NFTs?
It's Chantal. She's an artist or a brand designer from Germany. So she does a lot of branding and yeah, branding strategies for Web2 companies. So that's her background. And now she has two NFT projects going on. One is the Female Pleasure Society, the other one is the Meta Brew Society. It's also a NFT project for in Germany, and we yeah, she's our artist. She does the NFTs. She does our branding. She created the booth for NFT NYC. She created our suits, if you saw them, and yeah, she's awesome. She does the NFTs, and yeah, she's great because she has envisioned our mission, and yeah, that's Chantal. That's our artist.
I have to say the suits were awesome. That those were amazing
Thank you.
suits. If anyone wants to know what we're talking about, check out their Female Pleasure Society's Twitter page, and there's a picture of Cornelius and Vanessa in their suits at NFT NYC, and that that was just in itself, that was an eye catcher. So, you know, I thought that was the best advertising that you guys had there. Just because whenever you saw you walking around, it was you knew you knew that who you guys were with. So that was amazing.
Yeah,
Um,
I pinned it
yeah,
here in the Twitter space. At least a picture from me. I don't know. Cornelius is not in there, but
yeah.
yeah, that was kind of. But after 3 days, I was glad to put it off, at least for one for one day. But yeah, it was a good recognizer.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. I love those suits. But yeah, so I guess any closing thoughts or statements, or do you have any questions for me?
No, I'm so glad that I could be here. Thank you so much for inviting me. And yeah, we should definitely keep in touch because we have many points we're both tackling. And Yeah, I will definitely check your project out and see where it's going, and we'll follow it up. So, um, yeah,
Uh,
thank you again for inviting me, and let's keep in touch, definitely.
Beautiful. I again want to thank you for joining us. We do these spaces for a couple of reasons. First, I love the idea of diversification, whether it's in NFTs or cryptocurrency. I support it and tout it among our community and in every space that I'm in. And I love sharing solid projects, like yourself, that's transparent, that's trying to do and make a difference in the space and the world. And I think that, you're definitely a project that, our community should look into. I think it's something that, uh, is much needed. And again, I appreciate you coming on. And by all means, if you or anybody in your community wants to join any of our spaces, we were talking about possibly doing an earlier space throughout the week to accommodate people that are from your side of the world, and just that's a possibility, but we're always welcoming, for having projects come into our spaces and join in sharing with new projects that we bring in and share. And I do appreciate you joining us. And hopefully we'll see you in other spaces. And, you are always welcome to come up. I like having, developers in our spaces because they like to ask the questions that, are tough because they have a little bit more knowledge than our average consumer, and because of that, they are able to ask a little bit more difficult questions that might shed light to a possible or potential investor. And I think everybody should take a look at you guys, Female Pleasure Society, minting in September. It's going to be exciting, and yeah. So I appreciate your time, and with that, I think we'll call it a wrap.
Yeah, thank you, Scott. Thank you so much, and have a great, yeah, whole day.
Yeah, and again, I appreciate Vanessa for stopping in and joining us and sharing your project with our community. This space is recorded, and we will actually also put it on our YouTube channel, so it will get out there to as many people as we possibly can. So,
Awesome.
thank you so
Thank you.
much. Yep.
Thank you, and thank you for shifting the Twitter space in the morning. Thank
No
you.
problem. Yep.
Thank
Have
you.
a wonderful day.
You too. Bye.
Bye bye.